It's me again. So I used to think that singleness was a period of never ending waiting. But in hindsight, I know that it was one of the most transformative periods of my life. So I was thinking and meditating with God today, and I came up with these 7 points that changed what I accept based on what God has taught me. Let's get into it. So the first thing God taught me during my time of singleness is that He really has His best for me. Matthew 7:7, I think it's verses 7 through 11, talks about how God is a good giver. He's a good father, so He gives good gifts. So us as sinners, if you're a parent in real life, you know that we're sinners, but we still look out for our children's best interests. We give them good gifts, right? But how much more of a good gift giver is He? And also in James, it talks about every good and perfect gift comes from above. So we do not have to settle for anything just to be connected to someone. God does have His best available to His children who have faith in Him and who will trust and wait for it. I've learned that earlier on, the desires that I had are nowhere near what I would desire in a partner now. The more time you spend with God and maturing in your relationship with God, your desires change. There were things that were probably more based on the physicality that I wanted in a partner earlier on. But the more mature I became, those things shifted. I was looking for things in a partner that were long lasting, that would contribute to a healthy relationship, a sense of safety. And so that was a major change for me in my single season. Second point, I am valuable to Him. I really learned how important I am to God. Just in growing in my relationship, reading my word, praying, and getting my prayers answered, it let me know that He heard me, He saw me. In the moments that I cried, in the moments that I really struggled, He wasn't ignoring me. He wasn't far off. He was there, and He understood how I felt, and it made me feel valued, and it helped me to realize that God is just not some deity in the sky that is counting your rights and your wrongs. He is truly close to His children, to the ones that He loves. Number 3, have grace, but boundaries too. This is huge. I have a sense of compassion for people when they're going through things, for people that I've run into that may have had trauma in their past. But I also learned that I can have grace for what you went through, but I don't have to tolerate how you may behave as a result of that. So if you are a poor communicator, or you operate out of pride, or you really struggled with some things that made things very uncomfortable for me, and that's putting it lightly, I can love you from afar. This is essentially what this means. I can support you as you seek therapy. I don't have to be your emotional punching bag. So understanding the human condition and having compassion for the struggles that people go through, but not being a punching bag. And that goes beyond dating. That goes with every other relationship as well. Work relationships, family relationships, friendships. That was a big lesson for me, and a huge takeaway. 4, being lonely and being alone are two different things. Loneliness is a state of mind. Loneliness to me means you feel you have no one, and you really feel sad about it. There's no one around you, and you feel as if you are isolated from connections. Being alone means that there's no one here, but I'm comfortable. And I think that as singles, it's so important to be able to be comfortable in your own company, to be comfortable with your own company, rather, right? Hobbies, being able to pour back into yourself. Something that I became really invested in as a single woman was solo travel, picking up hobbies, connecting with new people, right? And I really began to value being alone. When I had time to myself, watching movies, journaling, reflecting, recharging, I became very comfortable with being alone. And I think that's so important in your single season. Number 5, there is peace in God's will for your life, particularly your love life. So what that looked like for me is realizing I really don't have to strive. I really don't have to chase. I can chill. And understanding that what's for me would find me in the opportune time. But in the meantime, while I waited, there are so many other things for me to be involved with. There are so many other, well, not so many, but there are other meaningful connections that I have in life that I invested in. There was me raising my daughter and really being present for her. There was just so many other things that I treasured and really enjoyed about my life. And so being able to enjoy those things and be at peace with the will of God for your life. You're not trying to make something happen. You're not trying to just put things together that He didn't ordain for you to do in the first place. There's a lot of heartbreak there. Been there, done that. So once I got in a place that I was at peace with God's will for my life, it was just that much more fulfilling. And I slept like a baby. Number 6, increase self-worth and confidence. This was big for me. I think most of my life I struggled with rejection. From childhood through failed relationships in adulthood, through just dealing with my own thoughts and insecurities, with imposter syndrome, just a variety of, just a mesh of things that brewed up this rejection inside of me. It really affected my confidence. And in my time with God and just really growing and healing, I dealt with that. So this was a time that was very transformative for me in that area, and how I perceived myself and how I showed up in the world. That's super important. Number 7, I think, goes hand in hand with number 6. But the reshaping of my personal identity. I'll close there. I didn't feel any more desire to conform to the world, to fit in where I didn't fit in. I felt like I was just kind of forcing things with friendships, with groups, with organizations. I just started really seeing myself as God saw me and being comfortable being that way. Something that stands out are the worldly beauty standards and trends and things that people keep up with or feel like they need to be desirable. I don't have a desire to follow any of that, and I'm super content with myself. Those scriptures that I studied during that time, I was really intensely connecting with God about the single season. Hosea 2:14 through 20, Isaiah 54:11 through 17, and Psalms 126. And if you read those, it's a recurrent theme of restoration. So essentially, it was the Israelites, their battle with idolatry and worshiping false gods and straying from God, but His promises and prophecies to restore them when they came back in connection with them. Isn't that fitting? Me on my own journey with God and my own promises of restoration of a lot of things that I dealt with, a lot of things that I struggled with, that He would restore. And I believe He'll do the same for you. So that's my spiel for today. I hope this blesses somebody. Take care. Have a great weekend. Peace.